Well, this one tried to put on a show. He forevermore put on a show. Golly. Tore him up. Made a good hit, and he just run right up on top of the hill. And his head was still up when I got there, but he died right about the time I picked him up. Yeah. Holy smokes. There's a heck of a blood trail up there. Whew, 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 whew. Now he played, I heard this turkey from way over. I worked my way in here and he was gobbling good. And I got set up and the sucker gobbled up there just about within sight. He was already coming this way. I don't even think I'd had to call to him. Oh boy. And he just flogged that Cherokee Sport strutter. I think he deflated him. I may have to get another one of them or do a little patch job. Out of all things to find, when I'm up here looking for my arrow, is I found a broken blade on the tomahawk laying right by where the arrow hit. And as you can see, there was blood immediately on that shot. And you go up the hill where he went, and you start picking up. Now that might have been where I toted him back. But right on up here, I picked up a real good blood trail. And of course I didn't have to track the turkey, but it was just, I'm just saying, it was a heck of a blood trail. Let's see. See there? That's where he run up through here. He is just pouring blood. And then right there's where he had laid down to die. That's unreal to find a broken blade. I don't know where my arrow is. I don't know where it zipped right through. I'm trying to backtrack the turkey, see if it may have fell out of him. It hit real hard. All right, look at there. Giving one right out in the old backpack. Boy, howdy, today was so much different than yesterday. Yesterday, it was a walking day. The wind howled all day, it rained, it turned cold, and all I did pretty much was walk all day. Walked over 20,000 yards. Today, I probably walked a half a mile total. I've already set up twice and called in 3 turkeys. Now this just shows how, you know, every day is different. Every setup's different. And every turkey's different. Those first 2 turkeys I called in this morning, they did not like the Cherokee Sports strutter decoy. More than likely it was a strutter they saw and not to lay down hen. And they were on a beeline to me. Quick call in, like a 5-minute call in. And they saw that decoy and they turned and made a big loop around. And I said, well, the next time I deal with them birds, I'll use just a hen. Well, I had a secondary place I wanted to go where I bumped a bird yesterday. And started to go to it, and I said, no, let me go check a couple of spots along this road here. Came here, started riding the road. I stopped a couple of times, nothing. Third time I stopped, I heard one gobble, way off. And he gobbled again pretty quick. I said, he's hot. This is later on up in the morning, not too late, but it's on up in the morning, maybe 8 o'clock. I made a beeline, I got a compass bearing on him. Made a beeline to him, got over there, had to drop off down a steep hill and back up another hill to get on the same plane as he was on. When I got up top, he gobbled. And he was out there conservative distance. I said, I'm not gonna press this bird too hard. And I didn't press him too hard. I didn't get too close. Took me a minute to set up, as it always does, probably 2 minutes by the time I inflate the decoy and get my blind set up. Maybe 3 minutes had passed, and I climbed in my blind, was setting up my camera, and he gobbled so close. I thought, man, I ought to be looking at him. He was already coming my way. I had not yipped to this turkey, not one time, not crow caught, not nothing. And he's already coming my way. I said, well, he may have a little different path planned and not come right by me, might get around at a bad angle to me. So while he's coming straight in, I'm gonna give him a call to make sure he locks in on me. Made one little call. The woods weren't real open, but it was evident he saw the decoy by the time I saw him, and he was on a butt whooping march. He marched right in there, and before I could get him killed, I usually try to get him killed before they mess up my decoys. He done knocked holes in the fan and the body. I got 2 different bladders on them. He done worked on that joker. I'm gonna have to put some shoe goo on him and some patch job on him to get him to hold air, but I'll do it. I'll fix him. And well, it's on to Georgia. Here at my truck, fixing to do a measure, maybe a live measure. He's not a very mature bird, but I mean, you just never know. The way he come in, I would have thought he'd been an old bird, because he come in on a mission to kick some butt. And he did. He had that decoy all, it was hard to shoot him. That's the downside of using a gobbler decoy. If possible, I'd much rather use a hen, but they just won't see a hen in those woods like that. They'll see that strutter. That strutter's usually moving in the breeze like we got today. Everything's moving, and it'll keep that strutter moving, and they'll see him. He's so big, they won't see the hen. Sometimes they won't even see the jake. Yeah, I'm gonna get him measured up and turned in. Hopefully old Pastor Pimps is doing well in the contest this year. Everybody else needs to tighten up. I got 5 inches of spurs. Look out, brothers, I'm coming.